Hello and welcome to Cherry Flower Creations. Today I'm going to just talk you through my Sizzix Big Shot die cutting machine. This video is aimed at total beginners to die cutting, and it's just to give an overview of what a die cut machine can do and how simple it is to use. So first of all, I'll show you the projects that you can use it for. Don't know if the camera can pick this up very well, but this is embossing. So this machine, using card and an embossing folder, can emboss card using a folder similar to that. It also uses framelets, which are small, thin metal dies which cut out shapes or frames. So here I'm showing the square ones, and I have some circles. Yes. So the circle ones. This one I've just used the small circle, but what I did was I put the two frames together like so between the card, and that cut me out a border. So that's the framelets. And then using thinlets, which again are metal dies which cut small intricate pieces of card, and I'll demonstrate that one in a moment. And also other metal thinlets that I've got is a set of 4 beautiful little birds. Don't know if you can see close up, but the detail on that bird is beautiful. So without further ado, so you can get all kinds of metal dies, and as your collection grows, I keep mine in this storage folder, just so that you've got somewhere to keep them, and they hang on the magnetic pad. So I don't know if you can see that very clearly, but probably not. So something that I made using the die cut machine was these flowers, all of these beautiful flowers. So first of all, you have the die cutting machine itself. They come in 2 different sizes, the Sizzix, the Big Shot Plus and the Big Shot. Now this one is just the Big Shot, and basically the paper that goes in here is of A5 size, so nothing bigger than A5 going in there. The Big Shot Plus, on the other hand, does A4. So obviously this is A4 card, that won't fit in there. So if you have a bigger die, and I don't use bigger dies. The bigger dies that you might come across are for the dies to make these boxes. They tend to be A4, but I don't have any of those. I did have the Big Shot Plus, but I don't have it now because I found that this small one was ideal for what I needed it for. So that's your main machine, and with the machine comes the extended multi-purpose platform. Now this is the platform that you use to sandwich the die cuts in the die cut plates. Now with this one, all different brands of cutting machines are different, but with this one it's all adjoined on the platform, and depending on what you're using the machine for, if you are wanting to do embossing, then you go down to the base plate, and it's all got the written instructions, so you can't go wrong. It explains exactly what you're doing and which platform you put it on. So first of all, I will do some embossing. So using the same embossing folder, you sandwich the card in between, close it down, and then using the handle, turn the handle, just move that out of the way, Whoa, no, there you go. Big mistake. That's because somebody just walked in the room. Missed to process out. We have these two plates. Okay, so these are cutting plates or cutting pads. And basically what we need to do is sandwich the folder with the card in between. And then, whoops, let's start again. Move it out, that's it. And then we go through the machine like so. That's it. Now we're getting the tension. Before, I could tell that we'd missed a stage out because it was too low down and it wasn't pressing on the embossing folder. Okay, so there we go. Can you see that? Lovely embossed flower. So that's the embossing part. So next, for using the dies. Now it's really important that you don't forget to use your die plates for this. So basically, again, it tells you depending on what you're doing and what you're using it for. So I think we'll go ahead and we'll cut some of those nice little birds. So use the extended multi-platform number 2. Put one of your cutting plates, cutting pads on. Then your card goes on top. And then looking at your metal dies, you've got two sides. You've got your wrong side, which tends to be your smooth side. And then you've got the side that's raised, that cuts out the detail and cuts out the outline. So it's that part, the sharper part, that goes face down onto the card, okay? And then you sandwich it between the top and the bottom pad, and then take it through your machine. Okay, little look. And as simple as that. Now sometimes a bit tricky to get out. They do have little holes in, and using a pokey tool, oops, just poke through the little holes and then it comes out lovely. And on that one it's got beautiful detail, little holes and little wings. Okay, so that's using those. Now this one has a bit more intricate detail, so I'll demonstrate that one to you. Pop that one, I'll do that in black and then you'll see it easier. Place that down, sandwich it between the second plate. Now over time, obviously with this one's been used an awful lot, they do get scratched as the die cuts cut into them, but they do last a long time, and depending on how much you use yours when you need to renew it, you can purchase those from Amazon or any of the craft shops that sell them. So don't be frightened when it makes those kind of noises. I was when I first bought mine, but that is normal. So bring it away, let's have a little look. So there's the empty shell, and then all these little holes, all the details, you pop them out. You definitely need a pokey tool for this one. And we'll bring that one away, and this one, absolutely beautiful. Now this is a die set, this one. It has other dies that you can use with it. So for example, on this one you might have been expecting to have a hole in it, but on the cutting side of the die it didn't have a sharp cutting edge around the oval, so it left it whole. Now that's good if you're wanting to stamp a sentiment in there or die cut a sentiment, that's lovely. But if you wanted that to come out so that you had a hole, it includes a matching one that would just go in there. So I'll just demonstrate that so you know what I mean. We'll get all the bits out in a minute, but just pop that, making sure it's in the right place. Sometimes if you're worried about things moving, you can purchase in addition a magnetic base plate, or alternatively you can use low tack tape like washi tape just to hold it in place just while it runs through. Just getting over a chest infection, so sorry. There we go. Now let's cut this out. You could use that as a label for something. And then there's your hole in there. So if you have found this demonstration helpful, please give me a thumbs up. If you would like to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. If you'd like more details on die cut machine, visit my blog, which is cherryflowercreations.com. There we go. So thank you for watching. Happy crafting. Bye now.